Hey guys, so let me tell you about Thursday. Oh my gosh, I've been sitting on this one for a bit. All right, so it started at work. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me that she has dreams about her ex, but whenever she dreams about her ex, then she knows that something's wrong. Like she was telling me she had a dream, and she woke up and she called him, and she was just like, "What's wrong?" And her ex is like in law enforcement, and something had happened on the job, so like she just knew. So she was like, I don't know what that's about. And she was like, he's all I ever dream about, what have you. So I was just like, maybe you just need closure from that situation. Like, I I have dreams. They're not as frequent as they used to be, but I've dreamed about my ex, and like the last like really really bad one that I had was maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago, and it left me a mess. Like I woke up and I was just like really really upset. I talked to my sister about it. She was like, "You just need closure," and I don't. And I'm explaining this to my friend as well. So my friend was like, "Did you ever seek your closure?" I was like, "No, I didn't." But I grew. I learned. I just chalked it up as a lesson learned, and just basically grew from it. So after we had that conversation, I would say like an hour goes by, and I noticed that I had a missed call from a blocked number, and his number also left a message, but they didn't say anything in the message. So I was just like, oh, it has to be like a bill collector or something. I just let it go. Like I had just ordered something on my phone, so I was like, oh, maybe it was the company. They'll call back. But no, it was what it was. If you didn't like leave a voice message when you're actually speaking to me, then you didn't need me. So it wasn't a big deal. So now I'm home. It's like 6:37 o'clock. I had just walked in the house from the store. I was about to hang my jacket up and my phone rings. And it's the same block number. Well, it says no call ID, so I just assumed it's the same person. So pick up the phone. I'm like, hello. The person was like, hey, is this, he asked for my first name. It was a male. I was like, yeah, who's this? And he's like, who he is. And it's the ex, the one who I was talking about earlier in the day. And I was just like, dude, I've been waiting for this phone call, but I don't know that I ever thought that it would come, or that it would come on Thursday out of all days, especially when I was just talking about it. So it was just like, oh, okay. So like we had this conversation. He did a lot of talking, and basically just going through what we went through when we were together, and just like letting me know that whatever happened between us was not my fault. As much as I have questioned myself, because of that relationship, he just like basically reassured me like I'm a good person, I'm a good woman, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm gorgeous, I am everything that I give out, and hopefully one day I will find that person who will reciprocate that. Like, and it felt really really good to hear it, because it's something that I did question myself a lot about. Like, I'm clearly not a good girlfriend because of XYZ. Like, if I was a good girlfriend, and this wouldn't have happened between us, and then my other relationships would have worked out, blah blah blah. But I like just hearing him, finally saying like it wasn't me, or it wasn't all me. Like it felt like that was my closure. For him, I don't think it was, because I know he made these other phone calls, but like they were different. But for me, that was the closure that I needed. So like I'm grateful that we finally got to have that talk, or that he finally did all of this talking or whatever. But yeah, like even while we were talking, like I played out this conversation multiple times in my head, like, and it always ended terribly. But like to actually have the conversation and just like feel so much weight just wash out of me, and so much anxiety and stress and like hurt just like go away. It was like, oh, dude, like I'm really evolving as a person. I really feel good about that. Like, and even while we were talking, he was just like, I don't deserve the reaction that you're giving to me, because it was a positive reaction. Like it wasn't negative. I wasn't gonna scream and yell, "Oh my god, I hate you!" Like, no, I don't feel that way anymore. Like I'm good. I'm happy, and I want you to be happy. Like that's just who I am at this point. I mean, I still have a lot of issues to deal with, but in regards to him and that situation, no, I'm totally peaceful. Like I'm at peace with it all. And now having had this conversation, it just really sums everything all up for me. So I was just like, even if we never get to speak again, right? I'm glad to know that we're on good terms. And like honestly speaking, I miss my friend because he really was my best friend. But even if we never speak again, like I'm glad we are here where we are now. Like everything is jolly. Like the offer is always going to be extended if you ever want to stop by or whatever. That's just the person I am. Like I hold no grudges. It is what it is. But like after that conversation, it definitely did make me reflect. I mean, I've always been a reflective person. I just hate being honest with myself sometimes. But like when it came to like the last relationship, the last boyfriend was a horrible boyfriend. He was a horrible boyfriend. Like as a person, he was wonderful. Like he's such a great individual as a person. As a boyfriend, he was terrible. And I realized as his girlfriend, I was terrible because everything that I held against him was not about him. Well, a lot of the stuff that I held against him was about him. But like the main things, like where it came to love and caring, kindness, all that other stuff, had nothing to do with him because I knew who he was before we got into the situation. I just ignored it because I was still playing out my old situation with the ex. So I'm not sure he's never gonna watch this, and I'll probably do it in person one day or whatever. But like for those issues, I do apologize. But at the end of the day, he was a terrible boyfriend, and to him, I was a terrible girlfriend, and that's just what it is. Both for different reasons, but it is what it is. In all, I'm good. I'm swell. I'm jolly. About to watch the Golden Girls, do some homework. Yeah, dude. Be happy, be merry. Have a good one.